Hello everyone, welcome back to my construction vlog. Today I'm on site with you to explore a very important stage in the structural phase, tying rebar and assembling the column reinforcement. So, how is this process actually done in practice? Let's find out together. We can understand rebar tying as the process of securing steel bars in place as per the design, maintaining the correct shape of structural components like columns, beams, and slabs during concrete pouring. Proper tying ensures that the steel framework stays in place, guaranteeing a stable, precise, and durable structure over time. The tying wire is usually soft galvanized steel with a diameter of 1.0 to 1.2 millimeters, either pre-cut or pulled directly from a coil. To tie the rebar, we can use steel tying pliers, handheld rebar tying machines, or specialized hooks like the one in the photo. To meet standards, each joint needs to be tied with 2 loops, tightened firmly but without breaking the stirrups. And the wire ends should be tucked in to avoid scratching hands or tearing formwork. Column rebar typically includes vertical bars, usually 4 to 6 bars of D16, D18, or D20, depending on the design. D6 or D8, spaced 100 to 150 millimeters apart, closer spacing at column ends. Stirrups help hold the vertical bars in place and prevent column cracking due to shrinkage or heavy loads. Let's take a closer look at the tying process. Thread the steel belt into the prepared vertical steel frame. Next, determine the tie points. At the intersections between the belts and the longitudinal steel, or at the joints. Then, use tie wire to wrap around the joint 2 to 3 times. Use the tool to twist the wire until it feels tight, but not so much that it breaks. Before installing the frame, the site engineer will mark the column center line with string, ink, or laser to determine the exact location of the steel frame. The column center line ensures accurate location. Even a few centimeters of deviation can affect the entire structure above. Workers shake or tap the steel frame lightly. If it moves, they must fix it immediately to ensure safety. After completing the tying process, the site engineer continuously measures, marks, and draws the necessary dimensions according to the design with high precision to prepare for the column reinforcement installation phase. Once the column center line is determined, the rebar frame is moved into position, either manually or by crane, depending on its weight. It must be placed gently, without dragging, to avoid bending or warping the frame. After positioning the frame correctly, tie its base to the embedded starter bars in the foundation, usually at 2 to 3 points to ensure stability. Once aligned vertically, the base of the frame is securely At connection points, workers also place stirrups at the correct spacing and tie them firmly in place. After completing the first steel frame, the subsequent ones are installed following the same consistent process. During frame installation, workers tap the base lightly to check and adjust the frame's stability. Use the hook end of a hammer to twist and tighten the wire joints at the base of the frame to ensure it stays firmly fixed for the following phases. As you can see here, this rebar frame has been properly installed and meets all standards. Before positioning the frame at the column center, we need to place concrete spacers, or hard plastic pads, under the main vertical bars. This ensures a minimum distance of 2.5 to 3 centimeters between the steel and the column base to allow for a concrete cover that protects the steel from future rusting. Like the other frames, this one is also tied carefully and firmly with stirrups for stability. The workers will apply the same process simultaneously to all remaining columns. After fabrication, each rebar frame is moved to its designated center point, previously marked on the foundation. At this point, the process is repeated, systematically and professionally. First, place the frame in the correct position. Then use a plumb bob or laser to align it vertically. Next, secure the base with wire and spacers. And finally, brace the frame to prevent it from tilting. With continuous adjustment and tying, the well-coordinated team can install multiple frames per day, saving time while ensuring technical accuracy. All tasks are performed continuously and in rotation. One team handles tying new frames, another team sets up, aligns, checks, and readjusts. This process is repetitive, but requires absolute precision and care at every step. Even a small deviation at this stage can affect the structure of the entire upper floor. The work continues until all rebar frames are installed completely and meet the required standards. And that's the entire process of tying and installing column rebar that I wanted to share today. I hope this vlog has provided you with useful knowledge to feel more confident when monitoring or supervising actual construction. If you found it helpful, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and leave a comment below to motivate me to share even more content. See you in the next vlog.